Dear members of the Kehillah and friends, I wish you all a good Erev Shabbos. Let's take a moment to try to be mechazik each other. Let's take a moment to try to frame what we've experienced this past week with the horrific passing and killing of Shmueli Silverberg at the yeshiva. If we are feeling a sense of pain which is overwhelming, that's correct, that's appropriate. If we are feeling a sense of sadness, which is hard to encompass, that's appropriate. And if we are even feeling a sense of anger, that's proper as well. Together with those feelings, it's also worthwhile for us to focus and develop our innate sense of emunah and recognize that this event is pure, uncomplicated, Ratzon Hashem. Chazal tell us in the fourth parak of Avos, Bar Korcha Chater Chai. A neshama is confronted with the eventuality that will be separated from that world of pure Rochnius, pure Kedusha, and pure Tahara. The Olam HaNeshama is the Olam HaMalachim. The neshama is wrested away from that comfortable spot amongst pure Kedusha, pure Tahara. The Olam HaNeshama is from where it's ensconced. And the Malach says to the neshama, it's time for you to now transition, to move from this world to Olam Hazeh. And the neshama pleads and the neshama begs, don't take me, I don't want to go. I want to stay here. I want to stay here where I'm in that realm, in that plane, where I'm together with those beings, those which are purely Ruchni. I, the neshama, I'm Ruchni. What business do I have in going to an Olam Hazeh, to a place of Gashmi? Malach, please, don't take me to that world. I don't want to go. Bar Korcha Chater Chai. So the neshama is born, and the Medrash Tanchuma elaborates on the steps in which that happens and the give and take of the malach with the neshama. And the neshama is born to Erlich parents who understand the value of a Jewish soul, and they instill that child with aspiration for achieving ruchnius in this world. The child develops with that sense of purity, with that sense of direction, with that sense of interest in obtaining closeness with HaKadosh Baruch Hu in this world. The child is taught and learns on his own the pleasure, the spiritual, ineffable pleasure of doing a mitzvah, of an earnest davening, a Shmoneh Esrei, where there's a connection of Peh Medaber to HaKadosh Baruch Hu in this world, the inexplicable, unspeakable pleasure of learning a Blat Gemara. The child may go to a yeshiva, such as ours, Yeshiva Toras Chaim, where there's other pure Talmidim who are of the same mindset and the same interest and the same aspiration, with Rabbeim who understand how to structure that aspiration and to have the child develop into a young man, a Talmid Chacham, whose understanding of what Kiras Elokim becomes mature. And then Bal Korcha Chater Meis. The Rebbeinu Shalom sends again Malachim, Malachei Chavola, Malachei Amoves. And the Malach HaMavet approaches the neshama and says, my tired neshama, it's time to go. And the neshama says, I don't want to. I don't want to go. I want to stay here in this world where I can continue that pursuit of closeness with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, of experiencing Ruchnius in this elevated way where there's a constant path of growth, heightened spirituality developing farther and farther. Don't take me. I don't want to go. And if I'm outside the yeshiva, I want to run back to yeshiva. That's the world in which I want to be. I want to be in yeshiva. I want to run back to my shtender and open the Gemara and become fully immersed in that world of Talmud, that world of Torah, and this world that's available to us. Don't take me. I don't want to go. And it's time for you to go to the next world, to a place of Olam Haba, a place in which there's Netzach Nitzachim, a place which the human mind cannot imagine the delight and pleasure of Kiras Elakim, a place of Tzadikim Yoshvim, V'atar Yisayim B'Hashem V'nenim Miziv Ashchina. That's what we've experienced here. We have to understand that we are confronted with an event which has nothing else to talk about. There's no distraction to that event other than Bar Korcha Chatachai, Bar Korcha Chatames. The neshama is a message that has this resounding message which we are tuned to all the time, but now it's shouting at us. Shmueli was zeicha to be the one, the parvanka, to impart this message to us. We are magnetized towards Kedusha, we are magnetized towards Tahara before we come to this world and in this world. And Shmueli was zeicha to be able to experience that in the fullest sense. And Shmueli comes before the Olam Emes, before the Pamaya Shamayla, and he says, I'm that neshama shenasata bi tahirahi. It's still pure. Ata yatzarta, ata nafachta bi, v'ata osid lachzir bi la'osid lavai. The neshama of Shmueli should continue to rise in the Ginzei Meraimim, and we should experience the Tchias HaMeisim, in which we'll be able to greet all the neshamas of the tzaddikim, with Shmueli's neshama amongst them. We should experience Besuris Taivis, Refuais, Yeshuais, and Nechamais, his family, all of us, the Bnei Yeshiva, the Anhala. We should be able to celebrate together Simchas, happy times, and the ultimate Nechama, B'vias Gael Tzedek. A good Shabbos, and warmest wishes to you all.